Keldon is ready.
I want some rest.
Are we having fun yet?
I don't talk about Keldon Johnson a lot, do I? I rarely talk about Keldon Johnson, and there's a reason for that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, Keldon Johnson, as it stands right now, I absolutely love what I've been seeing over the offseason. He's really working hard from what it seems, and I love seeing things like this. I don't know. I have this weird thing where I get kind of excited when I see an NBA player go outside of the realm of basketball just for a little bit. Like, I think back on, obviously, your boy Tim Duncan when he did it. He looked like an absolute monster. So I just love seeing them do martial arts, kickboxing, boxing, all that stuff. Just in general, it's pretty awesome just to see. So anyways, but let's go ahead and talk about Keldon. So jumping on over to Keldon Johnson, as we can see here, and let me turn this down just a little bit because it's going to be kind of loud. But as we can see here, your boy is really working hard. I don't know, guys. I think I can take Keldon Johnson. Like, I could take him. I couldn't take him. All right, but anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show that. But this is really an excuse for me to just talk about Keldon Johnson for a second because I got quite a bit of hate when it comes to Keldon, okay? And I'm not going to say rightfully so because I don't think so. But last season, one thing that I kept saying about Keldon is I believe that he's a role player. And every time you say role player, people think, oh my goodness, that's a terrible thing to say. How dare you? But I still believe that. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. Like, when I look at Keldon Johnson, initially I sat back and I said, you know what? If the Spurs moved Keldon and got some really good pieces as far as like picks, okay, it's all about the picks for me. If you did that, I sat back and I said, yeah, that would be fine. But my opinion has changed tremendously. Okay, the more I thought about it, the more I watched the NBA finals and just the NBA playoffs in general, I sat back and I said, you know what, Keldon Johnson, he may be a very essential piece to the San Antonio Spurs future. And what I mean by that is I think that he could take on a role that is kind of similar to, and obviously he can shoot slightly better than this player, but very similar to Williams from the Boston Celtics, in which kind of a guy that's more of a grunt that goes out there, brings the energy, and more of a spark plug. And I think he can definitely be that, but he can shoot better than Williams, obviously. And I even think of guys like PJ Tucker. It seems like a lot of championship teams, championship caliber teams, playoff contending teams, they have that player. And Keldon Johnson is definitely that guy. Like, if you wanted to try to combine or compare our team to other teams, a lot of people will say Sohan could be like a Draymond Green. And then people see Keldon Johnson, you could very well say Keldon Johnson could be like a PJ Tucker. So, and don't see that as an insult, please. Like PJ Tucker's a monster, so it's not an insult. But all I'm trying to say is Keldon Johnson, I absolutely love him and I want him on the team. And my opinions on him have changed slightly, okay? I don't necessarily, I think that I was undervaluing him just a tad, and I have to sit back and just admit that I was wrong. I think Keldon Johnson is going to be a big part to what the San Antonio Spurs do in the future, and I think that he's going to be a big part of what direction we're going in. I don't think that he's a guy that you necessarily want to just give up because the amount of energy he brings, the maturity he has on and off the court, it's certain things that you just don't want to miss out on. And I'll be honest, and this is me being completely transparent, part of the reason too that I was just like, I don't know, is because RC Buford, his last decisions weren't the best. Okay, let's be honest. He's always kind of taken swings and he got away with it often because Tim Duncan. But with that being said, Luka Samanic, it was a sour taste in my mouth. And Keldon Johnson, it was like he should have been picked before Luka. And it was just kind of weird. It was a whole weird situation with me. But I came back down to earth. And I have to say, Keldon Johnson is an essential part to what the San Antonio Spurs are doing. And I could see him. I very well could see him being a big part of the future. So you guys let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, only $2 per month, Patreon, YouTube links below. Until next time, man, deuces.